What is moving?
I really loved what you said, that we need to give ourselves permission to be ourselves, true selves, real selves. Yeah, this is the word. Like I've often tried to hide the real me.
Hide.
The real me, that is not good enough.
That's not the real you. Sorry.
Oh, I got confused.
That's not the real you.
Yeah.
The I'm not good enough is the shadow of trying to prove yourself good enough. You know, it's the other side of the coin. Trying to always do best and win, all of that, because the other side is feeling not good enough, is the compensation, right? But all of this is the little self-identity. You are before that. What is real about you is before that. You have children? How many? Two. So you know how this little baby came in, right? Yeah? Totally pure, innocent. There's no question of it being good enough or not good enough. There is nothing it could have done to be more than what it is. That's the real you. I see the confusion come all through your... Huh?
No, it's not a confusion.
Ah. What is it?
It's just beautiful.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah. That's the real you. You know who your child, when they arrive, all you can see is pure being. Right? Even they don't know it's themselves that they are a boy or a girl. You have to actually teach them that. Yeah? They are before boy or girl. So before anything, before giving them a name, they are life itself, pure being. Shitting all over you if there's no nappy. If there's no napkin, they will shit all over you. They don't care, you know? Pure being. And nobody is going to tell them, like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You know?
Yeah, I can see this in the toddlers.
In the
toddlers, yeah. This beauty.
Yeah.
And innocence.
Yeah.
And smile and giggles.
Yeah.
This is so pure and beautiful.
Yeah. Well, that in you has never been lost. You've been given a name, and then you've been given a name, and then on top of that, you've been told that you are a little girl, and this is how little girls behave, and you've been molded into ways of being that fit into society. And when, you know, this little one didn't have any thought at all, it's just moving without thought, just being, right? And then when this name is given and you are calling the name all day long, then they start to learn within this wide open space. They start to learn, the thought appears, I am Marjana. Yeah? And now there's the thought of who I am. That thought was not there before. Then I was just walking as pure existence. And now you have taught this I amness that is Marjana. And this is Mummy, and this is Daddy. So now you are Marjana, I am... So this is the separation, right? And then every thought then that's coming, a thought I am good, another thought I am bad. This I am is hooking on to the thought which is appearing. You are teaching words, therefore thoughts are appearing. So this I am is now knowing itself as Majana, and every wave of sensation is now happening to this I am, which is now called Majana. And that's me, which is separate to you because your name is not Majana. Okay? Yours is, mine's not. You understand? Yeah? And then every sensation, every experience is collected in memory, which is all about Majana, which is all really, really happening in this I am, which is aware. So in that moment where the toddler that you see walking around in this pure beauty, there's a moment where this toddler, which is walking around just being, is then identified with this thought, I am Marjana and I am good, or I am happy, or I am sad, depending on the sensation. So awareness, which is wide open and free, is then taking on that I am Marjana thought, and wide open, spacious aware has taken itself to be a sensation happening in awareness. Identification. Misidentification. And in that thought form, which is coming and going, beliefs about me are handed down, believed into. And in that thinking process, thought form me, I am not good enough. Because the world is telling me that. And when the identification, the misidentification with that thought form, it produces a feeling. And out of that is developed the need to prove that I am better, that I am good enough.
But the thought will still come. I thought, I'm not good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thought can pass through.
And we just let it go.
Well, you see through it. In my case, I see through it.
This is only a thought.
Yeah, not going to take it on. The knowing is of the being. Like I said, the baby as a being, how could it ever be good enough or not good enough? When this is realized, it's realized. This is the question that needs to be investigated. Who are you? What are you, really? This is not for me to give you the information of how it works. When a thought comes, you just don't believe in it. even if I give you that information without you realizing it, without you realizing what you actually are before that thought, during that thought, and after that thought, without that realization, you will be making an effort to disconnect from beliefs, because you will still take yourself to be a small self trying to get back to your being. But the fast route is to investigate and come to see what is really your being before, during, and after all of that.